just about set for football now here at iconic Wembley Stadium in North London. Today, a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. And off we go here in London. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have the Commanders first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
It's second and 8.
Williams in motion. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Jones going to throw right away. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Jones to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Jones on third down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Quickly out to Williams.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got it, that's Burks. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll go play action here with Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Colts offense ready for their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Down up beyond the 30. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 59 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, Commanders 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. And nothing else from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. To begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from Wembley after this. It's the International Series on EA Sports. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. On first down, Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
He'll run the sneak, and he will have the Commanders' first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll run again. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A run out of the gun. Krosky Merritt, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Williams in motion. Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Big Grover Stewart. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
He'll drop to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
3rd and goal. Back to throw. Headed left, buying time, and he's in! Marcus Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, it's Jones. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Daniels. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Daniels to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Throwing now, Daniel. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Daniels going to keep this himself. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Daniels now on first down. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He's to the 40, to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath, because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
The extra point is good, and the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Daniels. Open right side is Okonkwo.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Caleb Chason. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, And now it brings up fourth down.
The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The motion man here is McClure. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. There's Okonkwo open left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
He'll find Rashad White. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Latu, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns.
And he'll take this one in. Rashad White, touchdown Commanders.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That ties the game at 14.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Jones. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll run here with Hill. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. And on that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
From the 1, second and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Schrader now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. He'll step up and run. And Daniels will have the 1st down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
In motion, Okonkwo. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Past the 45. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Commanders 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Leatu Latu, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll drop to throw. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
10 more yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And that is incomplete. Chid Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
21-yard line.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He takes off. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He will take this one across into the end zone. Marcus Mariota, touchdown Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders are back to within 7. It's 28-21. A one-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Jones keeping this one. Oh, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Colts. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory.